Good morning, children. In today's class of our E.V.S, we are going to learn Block 8 Sounds I Hear. Block 8 Sounds I Hear. We hear different types of sounds. Few sounds are pleasant, few sounds are not pleasant to our ears. How do you hear? We hear with our ears. Okay. Now here if you can see the picture of a dog barking. That's not a pleasant sound. A bird singing. It's very soothing and pleasant to our ears. Car honking. It's not a pleasant sound. School bell ringing. Yeah, it's sometimes pleasant and sometimes not. So we will see the textbook. You open your content book, page number 52. Sounds I hear. We can hear sounds around us. Our voice is a sound too. My voice is a sound too, right? You talk, it's a sound. You hear. When you're in the classroom, when you make too much of noise, what does the teacher say? What does we say? Children, please do not make noise. Okay? So, our voice is a sound too. Some examples of sounds are barking of dogs, chirping of birds, honking of cars, and ringing of bells. I've shown you in the first slide barking of a dog, chirping of birds, honking of the cars, and ringing of the bells. These are called sounds. Making sound. A thing makes a sound when we hit it. When we hit the drum, then only the sound comes. When we blow into it, when you blow, then only it makes a sound. When we pull its string, then only it makes a sound. So, a thing makes a sound when we hit it, blow into it, or pull its string. This is how a sound is made. Now, the next one is ears help us hear. As we already know, the five senses, we hear with our ears. We hear a sound with our ears. Ears help us to listen to others. They also help us to know where the sound is coming from. We turn towards the direction of the sound. So when you are in the class, when I say, Shashank, come. When he hear to me, then only he can come to me. So we know from where the sound is coming from. So we turn to the direction from where the sound is coming. And ears help us to hear or listen to others. Types of sounds. We heard about making sound. Ears help us hear and we learn types of sounds. Some sounds that we hear are loud. As we move near the source of the sound, it becomes louder. See, last festival was Ganesh Chaturthi or for Dashara. When they take the procession, they make the sounds. They hit the drum and they play the music and they take the procession. So that sound is loud. And when they're coming near to our place, it becomes louder. Some sounds are pleasant and some are unpleasant. We like listening to Pleasant sounds. Some examples of pleasant sounds are playing of the guitar and the sound of music. Some examples of unpleasant sounds are of screeching cars and bursting of firecrackers. So, types of sounds are two, pleasant and unpleasant. We have seen the examples of pleasant and examples of unpleasant sounds. Turn to the next page. Some more examples are pleasant sounds, chirping of the birds, or sound of the rain, or a music played on the violin or any music instrument. Unpleasant sounds, honking of cars, and the sound of squeaking out on a blackboard. You all might be doing it, children. Yeah? You just squeak on the blackboard. That sound is unpleasant to our ears. Now we have seen making a sound. Ears help us to hear types of sounds, and we are going to learn about noise. A noise is a loud, unpleasant, or unwanted sound. Noise hurts our ears and can damage them also. Ears are very important to us and we need to take care of them. As we hear with our ears, we need to take care of our ears. Otherwise, we'll not be able to hear anything. So, how to take care of our ears? Do not shout in someone's ears. Do not play loud music. Do not honk a car horn if it is not needed. Children, this is the most important one for you. You do not shout in your friends' ears. You can whisper to them, but do not shout in their ears because that will hurt your ears and sometimes you may not hear further or you may lose the sense of hearing. Okay, this is where he's showing the sign no shouting. When you are in the library, what does the librarian say? Shh, this is the library. You do not make noise. Okay, when you are in the hospital, they say do not make noise, no shouting. If you and your friend stand next to each other on the moon and talk, you will not be able to hear each other. This is a fact. If you and your friend stand next to each other on the moon and talk, you will not be able to hear each other. Okay. Now we are going to see the glossary. Noise. A loud, unpleasant, or unwanted sound. You can write this in your notebook, children. I will give you the keywords in the coming class. Okay? We'll see. I'll see you in the next class. Okay? Meanwhile, you practice reading from the content book. Okay? Thank you, children. Bye bye.